Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and today, if I remember to set it going, we're going to be playing some more Krastorio 2 Spaced Out. Last time, or last week, is that working? Have I got audio? Yes, audio's working. What's going on there? Why? Oh, there we go. It's just on a delay. Yes, last time I thought we were going to be doing rare metals. We are nowhere near doing rare metals. I've got to do chemical science and all sorts of fun things before we get to the rare metals bit. Now, I have not touched this save. The plan is to basically play all this on stream. I might end up, skipping some bits if there's a bit of grind that we need to do. But yes, this rare metals patch, we're not touching that yet. We do have some biters that might be getting angry, I guess. There's quite a lot of trees there, isn't there? And that's sort of a bit more open. But these guys are probably not going to be very happy about me getting at this oil, are they? Okay. I don't imagine we've got flamer turrets, have we? No, we are not. In fact, I think they're trapped behind chemical science, aren't they? Are they? Are they? I don't know. I think we've got military. Have we got military science up around here? No, we haven't. I haven't even got that. Blimey. We've got to be behind this. There we go. There's your flamer turrets. So yeah, we're nowhere near doing any of that, are we? Okay. Okay. So, we'll have to stick down some gun turrets then. Yes, I say not touch this since playing. Unless... Do I think I could take them out? I don't have a tank, you see. I would quite like a tank for something that significant. What have we got? We've got 158 rounds. That's not a lot, because I don't think we've done many... Oh, we have obviously done some damage buffs. Not done explosive. Explosives are pretty good in this, from memory. So we could lob a few grenades. How much is that? It's only 100. Take a little while to do, though, wouldn't it? Okay. I mean, it's literally the start of... Oh, yeah, we've got fuel now. Okay. Literally the start of the stream, so it's just that is... No, that's too much for us to take on just now. Okay. Let us build up. So we should have some... Is that the game blueprints, or am I in the... No, that should be the game blueprint. So we want to take a copy of that. In fact, let's just take a copy of that. Pop that in there. Put it on here. Yeah, so we'll sort of put down, some defences here. I can't imagine them coming around the corner there, but we might piss them off. Yeah, I think we'll risk it for a biscuit. Hello, Eduardo Brandelis. Welcome, welcome. I just watched a blueprint tutorial. Nice video. Thank you very much. It was kind. I'm gonna be honest. I've forgotten I'd done it. Well, I hadn't forgotten I'd done them. I thought they'd already come out because I have this thing that members get early access to videos, and I find it really confusing. Which, given I've got basically no members, is sort of a little bit pointless. But thank you very much. It's very kind. Yeah. So if we put in sort of a... Oh, I haven't even got any walls. Crikey. Am I making walls? I don't think I am. Let's have a quick look. I thought they'd kind of tanked the mini. I mean, they never get like hundreds of views, and anyway, because stuff like that is more slow burn. If people are looking for tutorials, then they're going to look for them. They're not just going to randomly click on tutorials necessarily, unless it's something that's piqued their interest. But they literally had, after like the first day, well, at the end of the first day, they had like 5 views. I was like, oh dear. Because there's been all this paranoia about YouTube messing up views. I just haven't got any walls being made, have I? Deary me. So we'll have to go and put some of that in, but what we can do, I haven't got any... I'm massively underprepared here. Have I got any power poles? Have I got any medium power poles or anything like that? I have got some. Difficult to tell what that is. It's not on Twitch. I wonder what that was. Thank you for whatever it was. I don't get the notifications on this. It's either a subscription or a follow over on Twitch. But yes, thank you. Yeah, so I thought they'd sort of tanked basically, and that YouTube was gonna sort of screw me. But then they've got a few views while I was asleep, basically. I think. I mean, none of my stuff gets huge views anyway, so it's not necessarily all that surprising. But yeah, so we need some walls, don't we? Really? Let's see if we can't get these powered up as well. I don't think this is actually connected, is it? No, it's not connected. We've got 13 boxes. Crikey. So these are... I'm using some blueprints where I can, where I'm sort of recycling them. Or, using ones I know work, as it were. Oops. So these are from my series I did way back when, building blueprints. It's probably overkill for what we're going to be facing here, but... So, can I put the lights in? But do I want to have a radar here? Radars are very power hungry in this. I should use these sentries more. They're like mini radars, sentries, if you've not played... Sentinels, right? Sentries. I don't think I'm making them either, am I? Yeah, so I'll put one in. I'm not entirely sure that will cover the whole area. They're just like one tile of coverage, basically. We shall see, we shall see. How many ammos do we have? Not very many at all. So I could say 25 is probably too many. Might be able to. Yeah, let's go with a 25. Oops. Yeah. Obviously they'll load them in when they get power, but cover that for now. Cool. I mean, I tried to, so I did some of them before the tutorials, quick ones. And the one that people seemed to be more interested in was the one about the minibus. So I'm trying to do them as if it's not really a playthrough, but it's like in the sequence, as I'm going through, the sort of things that I would want to be told, as it were. Something vaguely, vaguely along those lines, but I put the first ones out to see what people might be interested in. Oh, okay, so that one's already hooked up then. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So they've loaded up with ammo. So there's no walls. So I need to make walls. Gotta remember. But yes, and the mini bus thing seemed to be of interest to people. So I'd say I sort of themed it around. They all sort of work together. If you were building one of these minibuses, what you would need, which is mining and then some smelting and a bit of everything. Iron, copper, steel, stone brick, going onto the minibus. So that was kind of the impetus behind them. I want to do later ones doing the parameterization, because It seems that nobody knows about parameterization. It's a bit sort of weird. These aren't powered at all, are they? Why are you not powered? It's too far, that isn't it? Yeah. Let's just put it in there. But yeah, just mostly glad that people have watched them, really. Okay, so that gets me some petroleum. Now the fuel maker is quite simple, isn't it? I wonder if we can just add that on. Where are we going to put these walls then? Because we do have... Oh, here we go. We've got stone brick on the thing. Let's go and add on walls. We're probably going to need them for the military science, are we? I thought I'd done the military science, but clearly not. So military... Oh, it also needs red circuits and plastic. That's interesting. What's the actual recipe on that? Minibus, I'd like to see this one. Mine usually have like 12 lanes or 16. Yeah, so if you look at the playlist, you'll see, so if you step back, oh crikey, it must be 3 months or so now. There's one just sort of explaining the minibus. The idea of it is, it's like, well, it's, can I show you? I don't think I can show you in this, but it's like this, basically. You sort of half lane everything, and you don't, the idea is it's very early game stuff, so you're not worried about making, you know, a continuous supply of inserters or something like that. You just want some inserters, so it'll make some inserters. But it's just so the next bit of it really is to make it into a snaky bus, which is basically it loops back on itself. It looks quite cool when I do it, but. That'll be the next step on it. But the you could just do a minibus and it was just like straight down basically. But it's everything. It's like half belted, and you make so it's builds like this basically. So you do like 2 assembly machines and boxes in the middle. Obviously, you use steel chests or whatever. But yeah, the idea is to set things up like in this essentially and grab what you need on the side. Okay, I guess I could do a little path here as well, couldn't I? Bits. I didn't look at what the recipe for the thingy was. So military tech cards. I did get a warning on this that you shouldn't make too many of them. Just make a little bit. So those are just the... Oh, you need the beta research data, okay. And then electronic components. I'm not putting them on here, am I? No. But I think that's why... I think electronic components comes with this, yeah. Okay. So although we don't need to make red circuits for the military tech, we do need the components. Okay. They're not too difficult from them, the electronic components. Yeah, silicon, glass and plastic bars, so it's not too complicated, but we'll have to add them on somewhere. Okay, let's make some walls. Not the ice cream. In fact, it's the only ammo production I've got. It is, it's them, isn't it? So why don't we make that as well? Let's see, that's pipes and bricks. Pipes and bricks, your finest pipes and bricks, please. So if we go like... What would it be? It would be a single, wouldn't it? I never upgraded these thingies, did I? Okay. So we would want walls. But yeah, you see, I have all sorts of. I have them all done as blueprints, basically. They're minibus stuff. Wait, have I got fast ones? I have. And it's all like so. It's a cap chest. I can, I edit them for ones I want more of, sort of thing. But I don't have a problem. probably needs to be one of those there as well. Now, ammunitions. Actually, can we make the sentries? That's a rubbish thing to make there, isn't it? A sentry, sentinels. Probably better off. Well, yeah, I'd be better off making those at the other bit. I guess I'm therefore not making. If I've not got military, and it's not normal military, I mustn't be making any grenades, am I? No. Okay. So do we have... We don't have coal coming down here, but we must have it over here. No, we don't. Where is that coal going? Oh, that's feeding the boilers, okay. It gets a bit confusing, this, because, say, I'm literally playing it once a week, and I do a lot of other stuff in between. We need to make fuel, don't we? That's the light oil one. Solid fuel and hydrogen. Now we should have spare hydrogen from this, shouldn't we? Not that one. Are we not making chlorine yet? I guess not. Huh. Okay. Oh, see, I think some people call it stud base. I usually do it too. It's a good mall in the beginning. Parameterized blueprints are a mystery to me. Also very nice tutorial. Yeah, so it's sort of a hidden feature, basically. It does absolutely nothing to explain it. So yeah, I think it is one that deserves some sort of tutorialing. It's a little bit... It's getting into the territory of like circuit network stuff, in the sense that you kind of have to have some other knowledge, in a sense, and in particular maths on that. So in the same sense, circuit networks depends on you understanding Boolean logic, you know, less thans and greater thans and all that sort of stuff. Parameterization, you have to understand, like, you know, what do you call it, algebra, basically, because it's effectively algebra. I'm sure, you know, most people do understand. It's just comes in with a prerequisite, if you see what I mean. So, what am I messing about at here? I'm sort of wondering... I don't think I've fussed about others. So we would need iron plate. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Iron plate and steel plate, basically. So it's actually really cheap to do then. Okay. Iron plate and steel plate. Now, I'm pretty sure we do have iron plate here, don't we? Or do we just bring it in on another lane? Because we've got steel plate there. Oh, I'm thinking about this so much. Because we could do them, but they're sort of a bit annoying. If I wanted to do them here as well. In fact, I doubt I've got radar, have I? Oh, I am. I'm making radar. Got that at least. Okay. So yeah, if we make no, that's yeah, that. So I need the pass-through version. Might as well do it that way round. So 0 then. So this is parameterization, where you basically select what you want. So 0 then is the regular ammo, and that's AP ammo. That's the one that needs steel. So I'll continue with wooden power poles for now. So we need to bring iron plate in on this. That. No, we don't. I got them the wrong way around, didn't I? Let's do it again then. Why did I get that wrong? So 0 needs to be the regular one. and one is the AP one. There we go. So yeah, we need to put iron plate on here. Where's iron plate? There it is. Right. Like this. I suppose it's this is the other reason I'm not really doing much with the loaders, because the loaders aren't in my blueprints, as it were. So. Just reusing them. Hello, Bacon Magician. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hello, Peachy Dog. Hope you're well. Welcome along. So I come back to Factorio after a little while, and I've been doing some space platform design. Badly. Oh, and hello, Haytham. Welcome, welcome. Didn't see you there. Hello as well. Welcome. I introduced the skeleton ship. It's basically just a brick with the defense collectors connected to the rest of the platform by a thin bridge, allowing the internals to be mostly hollow. Interesting. I kind of wish... Well, I sort of understand it. I guess it's like maybe a bit conceptually simpler. But I kind of wish they'd done weight as the limited... I know it's weird because, you know, weight wouldn't really be... It's sort of a momentum thing, you know, because of, you know, low gravity and all that sort of thing. But I think, like, instinctively, weight would be a bigger thing for space platforms compared to this whole weird thing of drag. Which is just bizarre. It's just very strange. Let's go and see if we can make these sentinels. I kind of wish it was weight, and that what you're trying to do with platforms is... I know it's sort of... There's like that... It's in keeping with the rest of the game, isn't it? Where it's just build big, you know? And they don't want to limit you too much in building big, because that's, you know, what the game's about, in a sense. But, yeah, so I kind of wish it was... making, you know, like that, making skeleton platforms is just pointless at the moment. It's just like, it doesn't matter, you know, there's no benefit really. I mean, weight does factor into it, it's part of the maths, but it's like so dominated by the drag that it's like, well, that's all I need to care about, which I think is a bit of a shame really. It would have been nice to be doing weird, you know, rather than just space bricks. Space brick being the optimal, you know, just the default, not optimal, but default solution, rather than, you know, some sort of scaffolding in space. That would have been quite cool. Oh well. So we need cores, the copper cable, glass, and iron plate. So we don't have glass here, do we? That's annoying. So we do need to make them over there. Yeah. But we've got chemical science. What we don't have then is military science, do we? Need to unlock that as well. I think we'll put a pause on then so that I can actually build this stuff. But yeah, let's go and wall our chemical plant in. Or will I pause it? I'd quite like a tank. Might do that. Width moment, indeed. Even though platform building was tough to learn, I wish there was a bit more to do on them, yeah. Yeah. It's tricky, isn't it? It's sort of like, the things they've introduced are, in a sense, relatively simple. I mean, I know they're not. But it's like, you know, they have to balance the fact that they're introducing, I don't know how many it works out, 20 new concepts or whatever, with the fact that, you know, by putting in 20 they need to be shallow because people just aren't going to finish it. They want a sellable, you know, commercial product. They don't want to be worrying that absolutely everyone is going, well, this is far too complicated, what have you done? Yeah, let's see if we can put tank on the list. I can't actually remember where it is. I think it's... Oh, here it is. So we would need to get explosives. Well, let's do car for now. Oh, let's do car. Let's just do that. See if we can get a car. So this is working. Oh, it does cover more than I thought it was going to. Okay. It's a cool little design animation. I really like it. Cool. So yeah, let's put one on the other patch as well. I mean, the scaffolding sort of thing happens when building super speedy ships. I mean, you can upcycle asteroids, or if you really hate yourself, you can upcycle quantum processors, crikey. There. Get a few sort of walls around this, just in case. Oops. Cool. Yeah. Now. So we can't, it turns out we can't do the sentinels at the old place because we've got no glass. Is it worth me picking up some stuff as we go? What might be useful? Tank, I've got lots of tanks, don't need them. Didn't I replace that? Yeah, we got the blue ones, so we could pick this up actually. Well, actually, if I leave that, we always have some iron girdery things available. And then water pumps, I imagine I've got any of them. Pipes. And these. It's fine. Should we just take there? Oh yes, the old belt. Oops. Belt chest. Didn't I replace the inserters? No, I've left them. Just belts we got over there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's no problem. Not a worry. Got 100 of them already. Ah, strong boxes. Don't really need them till rail though. I picked up tanks, yes. Always need some more gun turrets. Might as well have the radars. Still got. Have I not got a chest of shame on the go anywhere? Don't think I have I? No, okay. We'll put it in the whatever it's called, the respawny place. Get to recycle them. Okay. Ooh, I wonder if they look new. Okay. So. Have we made? We have made solar panels. Interesting. Power problem. Okay. So done solar panels. I guess not accumulators because we don't have batteries, but we do have a car. Nice. So, a perfect opportunity for me to just crash into things. Right, so, sentinels. Glass, iron plate, copper cable, automation cores. Don't really fit anywhere there, do they? I mean, that's glass there. Copper cable would be copper. Automation cores we're not bringing in. Iron plate is there. Iron plate. We've got the automation cores, and I'm messing about with that, aren't I? So how about if I do, well, do that. So grab them. Oops, wrong side. So bring in some automation cores here. What are we missing then? We'll be able to get glass, iron plate. I don't have automate yet, so automation cores. Oh. Cool. Oh no, I've run out of stuff. Cool. Been working on the next. Don't need to leave that to me. The next of the lore videos. What do I want to do? Very nearly done the next one. It won't take long to do the one after that either. So they should be up. The members, they'll be one of my few members. Well, probably, or maybe by Friday. I don't know. I got to do. There's another bit of recording I got to do. But I just want sentinels, don't I? Really. No, I need copper cables. Okay. So it needs to be a pass through. Might as well do it like that, I guess. So that becomes the copper cables. No, it doesn't. Something weird's going on there. And that's the sentinels. Oh. Sentinel. Okay. How are we doing with the 8? Oh, excellent. So I'll grab that. We'll also set that to light. Just keep making them, my friend. Just keep making them. Cool. Now, I think that fills a gap because I was making everything basically. So we do now have fuel refined because we've got the flare stacks, haven't we? Yeah, got flare stacks. So we do need to make. Do I need to make fuel refineries? I guess it depends on. Are they used in rockets? They are. Yeah. Okay. With all its bizarro recipes. So yeah, we probably need to make fuel refineries. So we've got somewhere with pipes and what is it? Pipes, gears, circuits, and steel. we tack it on somewhere? Oh, don't have pipe. Oh, they've got pipes there. Circuits and steel. Yeah, cool. So if we add on, where are you? There you are. Fuel here. It's a nice and simple job. Or fuel refineries, anyway. And then it needs that one. No power. That one. And that one. Gears, pipes, circuits. Cool. Okay, so that we're now making them. What about? I'm pretty sure I made filtration. Yeah. Electrolysis. Yeah. Oh. Now we did unlock various chemical things. Plastic, sulfur. Sulfuric acid, advanced circuits. So they're glass, silicon, and plastic. Okay. And we have both of the chemical and military. Now, apparently, I have to go and run up to a biter nest and right click on it, basically, to get some other biomass. But I have no idea if it spoils. I assume it does. Because it has a weird Factoriopedia entry where it's like circular. Because it's like to make biomass, you use biomass. Okay. I thought I'd see it straight away and I didn't. Okay. Yeah. A biter spawn of corpses. Huh. So why did I not get any? Unless that's been unless it's a change. Because why have I not got it having wiped out? I can't even remember where some of them were. Yeah. So there's no. How bizarre. Let's leave that for a moment though. And we can work on chemical stuff. Do I have labs? I've only got one lab. Yeah. Let's take flare stacks as well, I guess. In case chemistry's weird in this. I don't think it is. But just in case. Okay. Some lights on it. Okay. So at the moment we've got. Okay. I'll put that there, have I? Okay. Because I kind of want to put some stuff on here, really. That does mean, I guess I could take it sort of round there. I do have these ready to go, I guess. So I mean, really I should take it down the bottom to avoid any crossing over, but it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, we want it sort of here-ish somewhere. Yeah, the next law speculation video should go live for members fairly soon, and then there won't be much of a early access period, but you'll get early access on the next one as well, which I'm going to pretend it balances out. It didn't really, but Let's pretend that. So they're going down there. Why do I have an empty belt here? What's sort of happening here? Stone. Okay. So we probably want to fix that because it looks like all the stone is going into glass. Okay. Yeah, if we go, say, there, do a... It's quite long, isn't it? Because the pipes are significantly longer in this. Where did those chemicals go? So, if we imagine we maybe sneak in a bacon there, a little bit of a boost. It would not be inconvenient to have it sort of there. If it's making... I mean, 1 second craft time's not bad. So we make the plastic bars. Although I suppose this has the same boosting thing as, or rather, boosting, improved beacons as vanilla. So in other words, I'd probably be better off doing my down the middle design. In which case, maybe what sulfur? So I need to make explosives and stuff and sulfuric acid, but made in... Oh yeah, it's got the secondary chemical plant in this. But yeah, that's it. And we're not going to use... Do we use acid in... Obviously blue circuits. Oh, batteries, of course. Yeah, I think we'll do sulfur here first, and just do a sort of a single length one, so that when we get a few single-sided one rather. So I'm gonna each flip that and that. We had emails go round for the booking the date for the company Christmas. Let's call it a party. We don't really do parties. It's not that sort of a company, but the Christmas dinner on Friday. Oh yeah, I forgot you need to... Let's just do a dirty one across there. Yeah, Christmas dinner, do lunch, whatever you want to call it. I actually saw something Christmassy in the shops. I can't remember what it was. It might have been mince pies, which I know are a rather British Christmassy thing. Oh, that's not hooked up. That's what's wrong. There we go. But yeah, we can do lane, can't we? Yeah, there we go. This has become optional in Spaced Out, although it's still mandatory for regular Krastorio too. So I've kept it on. Yeah, the bendy one is optional now. So we can also... It'd have been better the other way around, wouldn't it, you idiot? Or it's dumb. Because I want to make acid as well. So we need water for that as well. I guess I can pretend I was going to doing it for the water, but then I put the water as the short one. What else do we need? Iron plate. And what's the ratio? 5 sulfur to 1. And there, 2 second. Okay, let's power it and see what it actually asks for. So 5 per second, and they're making 2. So you go 2, 4, 6, 8. So if we sort of double it up. And you have one near and one far, wherever you are. Why did that not change then? It appeared to have set it to the ghost value. Interesting. And it's a liquid coming out, isn't it? So if I basically just do that, if I combine that, in fact, let's replace there. That should be more like that. And then it's more tileable. Okay. Because we have... Actually, we need to underground that. Iron here. Any old iron. I've sort of given up pretending that you lot are going to know what I'm talking about. I use a lot of very weird expressions and references to things that I like, because I'm nearly 50 years old. So a lot of my touch points are very, very ancient. All you young whippersnappers. But they're also, I say, very, very British. It's like I was thinking about, because when I'm editing these videos, and I just use expressions, and I'm like going through it, and I'm thinking most people aren't going to know what you're talking about. I'm sure you can get the general gist, though. It's like one bit saying, you know, using the expression "very miffed," and I'm like, are people going to know what miffed means? Who uses the word miffed nowadays? Oh, I seem to be killing myself. So explosives are weirdly powerful in this, because I haven't done any damage boosts, and yet that's nearly killed me. It's nearly killed me. Okay. So we have acid. I'm not taking it anywhere for the moment. But we're going to need it for circuits and stuff, so it's ready to go. We'll then do plastic, I guess. Now we're going to do plastic. So we'll assume, I've done that terribly because it won't fit in, but maybe we'll get a beacon in there somewhere or something eventually. Maybe. Possibly. But this one we will assume, or build it such that I can expand it the other way. Or rather put the beacon in there. So if we are doing that, we can obviously replace the thing there. Our new favourite, the ghost forced ghost replace thing. Do I need to put in coal as well? we should have, because, so I'm still not using blooming loaders, am I? I just keep forgetting. Yeah, but we should have coal, because we got our boilers here. Obviously it's what's left type build, but that's fine. We don't want to run out of coal for power before we do this here. So we hook these up. Oh, run out of chemical plants. Okay, fine. Let's just make one. But yeah, if we do the cirters like that, there's plenty of room to stick, you know, a beacon in there. And obviously, so I'm assuming we have the same buff. Oops. We shall see. That on there. We build that? We did. Pipes. Pipes. Undy. Inserter. Cool. Yes, we need to hook up what little petroleum we have. Best thing in this mod is the extended pipe length. Oops. So yeah, tiny amounts of petroleum. There's that because, let's have a look at our, oh yeah, they're like pausing and stuff. We have target full. Oh yeah, pipes just crammed, isn't it? Okay. Now, have I got any more of these? I've got 6 more. Lovely. That's what we like to see. I think that's probably going to be more processing than we can actually do, but let's give it a go. Oops. What? Why are you doing that? That's why I added the emoji actually. Gone back onto that topic because my brain doesn't do more than about 5 minutes on any one subject. I added the Britishisms emoji. Because Britishisms. Oh, we're fine. Okay. I need way more pipe than that, don't I? And it's right over here, so I might as well. Yes, right. Some of that. Plenty of that. And off we go. One of my favourite Britishisms, and I found this out because I used to live close to where it was is Sweet Fanny Adams, and it's sort of I like it because it's a weird backronym. Is it backronym? Basically, you know when you've already got a word and you... Oh, that's the wrong way around. Or an acronym, and you try and create a meaning to it. So it's like if you decided you wanted to call the space agency NASA, and then you try and make up the words to make NASA. And obviously FA means flip all, and more crude away. And so Sweet Fanny Adams is essentially a backronym and means that, or same type of thing, and means that it means nothing basically. So there is nothing here. But Fanny Adams was actually a person, a child, and she was murdered, and rather gruesomely, and was sort of cut up. Well, not quite into bits, but cut up because it was in the Victorian era. Very slow, aren't they? But then we're not making much train. Did I actually properly set this all up? Are we all pumping into the right place and making stuff? Yeah, and how it became, Sweet FA, Sweet Fanny Adams, was the Navy rations, like tinned food, was meant to be like meat chunks, shall we say, and indeterminate meat chunks. And so the idea, how it came about was that the meat in this tinned ration, was bits of Fanny Adams, which is just horrible. It's appalling. It just then becomes, because a lot of Britishisms and British things are naval in origin, because maritime nations, and obviously it then came into the common lexicon. But yeah, it's gruesome, isn't it? Sweet Fanny Adams, because I say it was a young child basically. Right, so that's all of plastic and sulphur. Obviously not much, but it's kind of what we're expecting. It's still filling up these oil pipes, isn't it? I wonder if that recipe is like a lot worse in this. Burn crude oil? Oh yes, of course we have like oil burning things in this. So we could actually add more on. It would, I think, cope. Are these running at... No, you see, they're still pausing. So still capacity there. Huh. 271k, 966k, crikey. But then it's finite in this. There's literally, once we've used that up, it's gone, sort of thing. I believe, unless that's changed. So yeah, we could add on some more oil, but let's just make the assumption that I do that later on at some point. Because what we need to make now are the electronic components, I think. Where are they? There they are. Electromagnetic components. Because we've got the silicon. Whether it's on this, let's call it a bus, this arrangement, I don't know. We've definitely got the glass on there. And plastic. I don't think the silicon is on here, but we could go and have a quick look. Is that silicon? I think that's silicon, isn't it? Okay, so we have got the silicon. Right, so let's do a little build here. Now, what do you need anything special? Are you just a regular assembly machine? That's good. We should have blue ones now, though. Somewhere. Level 2 assembly machines. But yeah, reason I sort of know that is that I used to work where, um, in the town where Sweet Fanny Adams, was killed basically. Mm. And there is actually like a plaque on the wall. We're good at grim in the UK. Oh, let's line it up with the back there, so it needs to be sort of there-ish. Now, what do you actually need then to make these guys? 0.75 a second, and you would need, so it's like a 1 to 2 thing, isn't it? Okay. So if we were just to do a few, because we got, I mean, as it happens, I've got the plastic there, so that's kind of convenient. And then we could maybe bring up, because I obviously split that and do it on the other side. I don't even need to bother doing that now because I got the, put it on the other side thing. Near and far, wherever you are. So we've got, say, so it would be like 1.5, 3, 4.5. I think we'll just leave it at that for now. So I then need to, so we can have the, actually probably better in that way. It's a little bit easier. So we need a 50/50 belt. And this silicon, I'm doing the sulfur because I'm kind of assuming I'm going to need a fair amount of explosives, but I don't know. I'm just going on instinct, going on vibes. So I want silicon, which is that one. And was it glass? Yes. Glass. Pop that over there. Oh, in the wrong place. Let's do that. That. Back point, it doesn't really need a last one, does it? Did I miss that one? And then we can do you on far, near other, here, here. Oh. That's some of them. Don't think they're used in a lot, but let's have a look. Oh no, I'm wrong. They're used in all sorts of stuff. I think it's them that used to be. There used to be like a wood version of them. Or that might have been the basic circuits. I can't remember. Okay, so that gets me the advanced circuits. Sorry, electronic components for advanced circuits. So let's put them on next, and we would need to make copper cables as per the normal recipe. Okay. And that then gets us... Oh no, we don't need them for thingies, do we? What I need to do is go and... No, I need that. So that's coke, weirdly. I'm not bringing coke down at all, am I? I'm making coke somewhere. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just reverse belting that onto the steel. Okay. So maybe I extend that a little bit. Could just bring it down a split here, couldn't I? Because we could have... Just add some coke on there. Some of the old Bolivian marching powder. This is an extremely inconvenient way you've done this, isn't it, Trish? So I've not actually split that in any way. Used it anywhere else. So if we just instead do that, that, and that. That down there. Oh. Yeah, maybe add in... I thought I'd done steel furnaces. I think I've researched them. I guess I just haven't made any. Oh, you know, built any. Oh, bum. One, two, three. Yeah, something like that. So that gets us Coke, a cola. Where are military? There we are. Military recipe. Oh, that needs the components, so I do need them. We might as well do this now though, because we've got a car, so hopefully we can be a little bit nimble. And I can just die a couple of dozen times. Okay, so let's fill this in. We'll sort of set it up first. That would be the military coming in there. On this lane. Ow. So, we need to make the military tech cards, but they need the biter research data. Now, what's the ratio on that? So that one would make 0.06. And that only needs 0.02. Okay. So one would do 3. Don't have any way of making that though, do I? Because I need bioprocessing, which is chemical science. Okay. So we need to set this up in such a way that I can actually build it later on, but it's not actually, I can't actually do it yet. So that uses the blank cut, so I don't use any of the iron plates or anything, does it? Would chemical science be better? No. Oh, that needs sulfuric acid, okay. Well, circuits, glass. So no, neither of those are really a benefit from having an iron plate lane. So could just move it up a little bit. In fact, if we offset it slightly. So this could be the right byte data. And then you're the actual card. Oh, you card. It's a right card. So we would need... But let's have it go out there. So about... We don't really want like loads of it. We just want to use it when we use it, sort of thing. But these are the same speed, aren't they? In fact, I seem to remember that from before. Everything's like the same rate of production for, well, certainly in this early phase for the tech cards. Do we want 4 then? It seems like quite a bit. Yeah, so they need the electronics component things that we've just made. Should be all the way down here. Gonna need this coke. Oops. So, I didn't bring these. This should. I think this is meant to be the actual. There they are. Tech cards. There we go. So I need to put a little split there. And this would be something else. I can't remember. It's the components, isn't it? Electronic components. Okay. Also need beta research data. Well, so if that's making 0.06 a second, and that needs 0.02, why don't we do 3? We'll leave the space for the other one, but then that's sort of perfectly matched, isn't it? And that's your output. So this will probably turn into biters or something. Oh my luck. So we'd need steel plate as well. Okay. We might, if we're just doing one. Let's see if we can't load in like that. We would need coke, because I don't know that the coke can be used for anything else. So we would need the biomass to be coming from somewhere. But for now, well, I say for now, I haven't got any, but we'll just stick it in a chest. And then the coke is a direct feed, isn't it? It was steel plates, wasn't it? So I might as well just grab that first. And then this is an easier thing. So that'll get you then. So we would need to go and grab that. I didn't get the electronic components, did I? They need to go on the other side of that belt. Nuts. Okay. So it needs to go like, they need to be coming up here. And I guess be on that side of the belt. But that's in the way. Okay. Do it one up then. Oh, you're there. And that's in the way. Okay. So military tech is ready to rumble, I think. Let's just check. I'm going to have red circuits coming down there, I think. So I don't know that I'm going to use coke for anything else. I could look it up, obviously, but I'm very, very lazy. So if that ends up being... that needs ended. The beta data up there is all that's missing. They're just missing the beta data. That goes on the belt. That belt is connected all the way down. Cool. So, I have no idea how big... I mean, the bio ones before were those type of machines. So let's assume it is again. But also give it like room for a beacon. So if we were to make... I can't make chemical science here. Ah! What does chemical science require then? It is... oh, it's a blue assembler. Fancy. Is that lined up? That's lined up. Cool. So that has to be made in there, does it? Okay. So we've got all of that apart from the red advanced circuits. And the speed is exactly the same? Oh no, it isn't. Okay. So that's 0.18, so ever so slightly faster. Okay. Okay. Huh. 0.18. It's using quite a lot, isn't it? So we're not going to be not have a problem with, you know, overproducing it, as it were. So 1.12, so it's like half as much again, isn't it? So if I wanted to do the same amount, then 3 machines would sort us. Because I'm doing 3 on... Oh, must have hit that. Okay. So I need to bring sulfuric acid down. That's how they were messing. Blank tech cards, glass, and advanced circuits. So if they were like... So if the output again was there. Where was the military one? This is the military one. Up over there. Oh! Do I want to... If I move this up, I could put the acid on this side. I mean, I don't know how big those are anyway. So let's just give ourselves a bit of extra room. Because why not? I mean, what's the worst? Oh, one thing. Worst that can happen, we have to kill more biters. I mean, yeah. What's the worst that could happen? Breaking my brain. And then we would have two... have we got ratios on those? It's just, 0.56 is the glass is bigger, isn't it? So if we're to make that a belted one rather than half a belt, then that would probably be better. Just do it like that. None of them's like super heavily used, so it's really going to matter. Ah, out of belt again. How are we doing on power? Ah, loads of power. Loads of power. Ah, turbines. Oh, I do have steel furnaces. Okay. Oh, look at that. Lovely. That's what we like to see. Yeah, so assuming we get some bitery thing at the, eventually. Any chemical sites to do it, I think. But yeah, we need to bring in glass and red circuits. Now, it was the glass that was more heavily in demand, wasn't it? How about we put that on the inside? Yeah, so this one here. Nice. Won't be putting lights on, are they? What else do you need then? Red circuits and these guys. These guys. I'm going on, oops. On here. We've got a bunch of that right here. That. It's going to be that one. It's going to be the red circuits. Okay. So we need to bring sulfuric acid up. Now, do I bring that? Because I could I? I could make it locally. We need water. It's a very long way to bring it. I guess it sort of acts as like a buffer in a sense, but yeah. How are we doing on biter front? So no one's getting any pollution particularly. Good. They've got to be new, haven't they? No, they're not new. One of those is. Probably that as well. And that. Okay. Yeah, let's just bring the sulfuric acid over. Red circuits don't need it in this, do they? No. Okay. How about we make some of them here first, because that's supposed to be about there. Is this my actual power connection, or have I got other ones? No, this is my actual power connection. Okay. Good old load-bearing power pole, eh? Let's connect you there. And there. It's not a game of Factorio unless your entire base is dependent on one single power line. What are we thinking? So if you're the red circuits, I could just steal them from here, couldn't I? Like I am the others. We'd need to bring green circuits up and copper cables. And what's ratios? So you need 0.37 and that makes 0.75. So basically, one of them supports two of these. I'm not making anything like that in terms of green circuits, am I? No. Big tiny amounts of them. So I'd have to bolster that up, I think. 0.75. Yeah, so if we had the same number of machines, we would still have some left over, is the point. Because we do need them separately. But if you were that, and then we were to bring up or maybe, I mean, if I did end up doubling this at some point, it'd be there. So if we were to try and make cables, what would that look like? So they'd make 3, and this needs 0.75. So that's 1.5, that's 3. So 4 of them is 3. So if we had another 4, that would be 2. 4. So we would need 3 of these in total. We only need like 1.5 at the moment. 3, because then only it's then making 9. So we would need to be upgrading belt as well. That's fine. Can we use a loader? Can I finally use a loader? Not really. Well, I could outload on that, but then I'd lose the near and far thing. This wants to be our input. Oh. So in fact, going to be better the other way around entirely, isn't it? Better if that's the output, I think. I'm taking it down to there, and this is the input. So these need to be the new input. Okay. Do it all again then. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. Wrong side, isn't it? So okay. Right, if I do that. Oh. How much are you gonna? 1.5. It's gonna consume. Drop it here. In fact, that's going on one side of a belt anyway, isn't it? Yeah. Let me use it up with that. Because we need green circuits on the other side of that belt. Where are they? All the way over there, my friend. All the way over there. In fact, that would have been better. One up. Okay. Don't really need that power bar, do I? Okay. There we go. All the way around. So I got the... Yeah, okay. So, if we try and bring maybe sulfuric acid... Oops. Down here. What might that look like? Put it... We do with building a path here. Got an inventory full of rubbish again. One up here. Right. So I'm putting this up there. God, these long pipes are great. If I take it, because yeah, I'm thinking along there. So we do want to be on the inside of this. There, maybe. Ow! Nearly perfect distance-wise, but not quite. I guess I could pop a pump in or something. Pop in the pump. Let's put it there. No idea if I need to bring other fluids for other things. Or just leave some gaps. Oops. Cool. So that's not quite everything we need, is it? No, we need the red circuits. Now, I didn't actually hook them up, did I? Oh, no. Put this belt in. There we go. So eventually, when those circuits arrive, we would then have chemical science being made, which is lovely. What I never did was make fuel. So I got a car, but unless it's changed, I need to make actual fuel to run the car. I can't just stick in solid fuel. They are limited to this stuff, which we obviously don't have the light oil to make the light oil based one because we've not done advanced chemical thingies. So we need to do a bit of that, and that requires hydrogen. And how do we make hydrogen in this? Is it not weird? Oh, it's water. It is water electrolysis. Excellent. But you need to put sand in. Oh no, yeah, that's right. You don't get hydrogen and oxygen. You get hydrogen and chlorine. Because now the water is made from chlorine and hydrogen. And at a ratio of 2 to 3. So exactly why does the engineer call it water when it's hydrochloric acid? I suppose that could be coming from the sand. I thought I was making that. Was I not? I thought I'd set up. I got that. The sand just stops there, doesn't it? So we could set up a little, in fact maybe in this area, a little electrolyzing thingy. Do I have any electrolysis thingies? I don't think I do I? What are you? Because you're filled. Oh no, that is electrolysis. Electrolysis. It's really power hungry from memory. Yeah, look at that tiny amount of circuits coming through. Let's bolster that up. Perfect. Let us blue machine it as well. One. So then I'm making 0.75 each in theory. I think one of these, does one of these need? Well, that needs 0.75. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So we need this just to feed the red circuits. Okay. So we need more. Seems like far too many battles, but there you Oh dear, no, that was wrong. Because they like auto-orientate themselves. That is a cool feature of the old. Or at least they should do, but clearly not. No, wait, is that right? No, because you're not. There you go. You're supposed to auto-orientate yourself. But you're not, are you? Yeah, filthy little... Is that all the wrong way around? Right. I mean, we have nowhere near enough copper to support that. But then we'd be in red belt territory. Although, no, we wouldn't, because didn't I... Oh, I'd have to go and fill it in. I do have a second yellow belt. Copper. Which I've blocked off, because of course, because I'm a genius. Certified genius. So yeah, I'd have to weave that round, but we could bring in a second copper belt and then red belt it here with steel furnaces. I think we're going to have to do that because steel furnaces up there, okay. Where are you? Where are you? I'm pretty going blind. Steel. Oh, it's in the next bit up. Okay. There we go. There we go. So get some of them in. And we'll fiddle about with this. Oh, we've got some red of that, but we would need a fast one of them. Oh. Now. Upgrade them. And that. We only need to take this halfway down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, for safety. That's. Yeah, we'll put that. Do with shenanigans. This is where we run out of belt. Clear. Because in this mod, radiation is radioactive. Okay. Let's check that's all okay. So it runs along there. Nice. Yeah, so that should feed in 2 basic transport belts, 2 yellow belts. Steel furnaces are twice the speed. 1.25, 0.62, 0.62, 0.31, yeah. So that should get us a filled yellow belt. Which is still not enough for these, I don't think. Because that's 3, 6, 7.5. Oh yeah, I mean it's like the entire yellow belt this is going to consume, which is way more than we can kind of cope with. Where did I get that other 0.75? 1, 3, 7. Interesting, they're not using all of that. Then this is 0.75. Oh, so I've doubled up what I need, really, don't I? So that's fine. We'll just saturate the belt. Okay. I don't suppose... I mean, these are running at rate. So we've got 0.75, 1.5... what? 0.75. 2 machines is 0.75. 1.5. 2.25 red circuits. And how many would it like ideally want? 0.18, 0.18, 0.18. So that's perfectly serviceable. Cool. Okay. So do we want to risk a chemical science? And we've got plenty of red and green to go. And I didn't do explosives. Do I want to see if we can get a tank? We certainly need that there. And we need chemical for that. But the trouble is we need military science. So I need to go and work out how the heckins we harvest this stuff from the bitonists. Can I do filtering on here? So if I... Is that not a bigger range? I just realised I think that's bigger range on that. A lot bigger. I can do target priorities. Okay. So if I set this to be the lads, and then also their wormy friends, let's just do all of them, then it won't shoot a nest. Let's blueprint it so I don't lose it. Does it keep the filtering? It does. Excellent. Okay. I didn't do the fuel, did I? Nuts. Okay. Am I running up power? Oh, no, that's not good. Okay. We should be able to do batteries soon, then. Do them now. Ah, there's our gas power. Okay. What do you burn? Doesn't say. Burns fluid. Okay. Inefficient but easy. Oh, we like that. Easy's always good. So can we burn petroleum? Burn petroleum gas? Yeah, we can. Oh, flare stack. Okay. Let's see if we can do one of them. Because we're right. You know, it's the batteries we need for accumulators. That's where we really need to get to. I haven't done advanced oil either, have I yet? We had on a research speed. Okay. Didn't break any stone brick, did I? Let's grab some out of here. Oh, it didn't stack them up. Right. Regular Factorio. Now, we need to use an electrolysis to give us chlorine and hydrogen. Now, the chlorine is obviously what we need for so this is right. I guess it's the sand that's meant to be the difference, but you sort of stick it back together and make hydrogen chloride, which is hydrofluoric acid. Hydrochloric acid. But it's like that's what you break up. You know, so when you break out water, that's what you get. it's slightly bonkers. But yeah, we need to use that in order to mine the rare metals. I think is that right? I don't want to enrich them. I just want to mine it. Yeah, you need chlorine for that, you see. So we need to do this anyway so we can get the rare metals. But we also need fuels. And we need solid fuel there. Now, how are they made in this? Used in... Did it not say what makes them? Oh yeah, there we go. Chemical plant. Okay. So just a regular chemical plant as per vanilla. So you would make 1 a second, and that would need 0.6 a second. So it's not quite 1 to 2. Oh, that is based on 0.6 and 1. You would make 10 a second. And we only need, is that right? No wibbliness with rates and stuff. 10 a second, 5 a second. So we could support 2 of them. And although it wouldn't quite, no, I've run out of chemical plants. No, I ran out of fuel refineries because I didn't grab any. Because although I knew that was what I was doing, I still didn't grab any. Okay. Because you're just solid and thingy. Okay. Okay. So if we were to, for example, because we have sand here. Oh, we don't have belt bone. I think I'm gonna, rather than mess about too much, just gonna throw some of this in a chest of shame because I've ended up with a lot of random stuff as per usual. Inventory full of rubbish. That. Don't need any of that. I have to sort it out at some point, but not today, Josephine. am I after? Belt. Gonna grab a chemical plant, but I mean, sorry, fuel thing, but there's not much point, is there? I'm just making 2. We just need a little bit, really. Got to be one of those satisfying things in this game, that running up a belt, grabbing stuff. Okay, so this would come along here, and then say it was like an array of them there. I can't for the life of me. I seem to remember, you know, like the whole. This side of the game was like you sort of use virtually none of it, and then suddenly you need absolutely loads of it. It's sort of one of those, because I think it's used in I think the acid is basically how you do the like improvement thing, enrichment. I don't remember. And then it's sand in there. How much sand? 3.33. So I think that'll do us. But it's not as bad as it seems, because you get a lot of... It's very power hungry, is my memory. But of course you get a lot of rock out of the... Why have I done that? Yeah, you get a lot of stone, rather, out of the... as a byproduct, so effectively the sand is free. Yeah, it's a very power-hungry process. From memory. And then we need water pump, water pump, water pump. There we go. Let's put you saying... In fact, why don't I just do the whole... Because didn't I pick up a load of... I did, there we go. Yeah, so we've got some of them, and then we'll do... Well, have this come this way. Well, yeah, I'm not sure which one. So we need to take them both. Certainly the chlorine to do, what should I call it? So let's assume something like that. And then you need somewhere to go as well. I'm just going to stick it into a tank and then have a flare stack on it at the moment. Because we can't do the rare metals. It's weird how much I remember from this, but also don't remember. So yeah, we'll just have some tanks. so. And then a good old flare stack, which needs power. Oh, it's auto-selected the recipe. I don't remember it doing that. For that 50 a second, that'll consume. And these are only making 6.6, 6.6, 6.6. So what we actually want is this to only kick in when there is more than... How much do you hold? So we want it to like stack up quite a lot for when we need it. And it'll burn through loads more than... you know, these are producing way less than these, so this will cope. Exactly. This is what I'm getting at. And then let's sort of take that. I don't know. Maybe. I guess maybe I might beacon them conceptually. I think that's realistic though. So if you're making it like that, and it was going to be, I was going to make 2, I think. And then we needed 1 chemical plant, I think. I think we do need slightly more technically, but I don't think I'm bothered. I guess I should really stick it on a chest or something, shouldn't I? Because I don't know what, if anything, it might be used for. So, but I also do remember weird things about this mod rather. Got 1 power to do them all. Power pole to do them all. Yes, lovely. Boop, boop. And a couple of stacks. And you need petroleum. In fact, maybe I risk it and like direct connect it. There we go. So that's making 1 a second. They need 0.6, which is, you know, they're both going to be starving technically. But kind of only just. So yeah, so that should get us some fuel. And that'll let us do some power. What I could do is I could try for modular armor. Because we do have solar panels. But yeah, next unknown is your biters. Now we do have a lovely little, what I assume to be 1 nest situation here. A 1 nest situation. So hopefully, I'm not going to make that modular armor anytime soon. No. It seems very slow, the science. That's my... I guess I haven't done that. I mean, I've done 1. Okay. No wonder it's slow. I've only done 1 research speed. And I'm not getting any prod bonus, am I saying? Crikey, have we nearly used up this? We have 50k. Okay. Where is stone then? Ah. Okay. Wrong button. Okay. I never. Oh, this is. I've done it again. I've realised I haven't changed my character colour. Let's go with. I'm blue in the other one though, aren't I? Yeah, maybe more green. I always get to this point, and that's when I realise I've changed the colour. Okay, so we'll put the ammo in there, put half of that in there as well, I think. We've got some turrets. We've got that blueprint so I can try and set them. So let's go and say hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, so we've got 3 worms, no, 4 worms. Okay. So I kind of need, if I sort of build, because I can kind of fill in the blueprint as we go. I say it's much, much longer range, which is good. I still remember the worms spitting at us then. So ultimately we want one like there so that I can get really nice and close. So maybe one... Where do we get the worms? There. Do one there. And like one... there. I haven't got this on shortcut, have I? Because I've got new stuff. Oh, I put them in here. We should be massively OP. Ah. Wow, they seem to be more powerful. Unless they were medium worms, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, they've killed the thing. Does that filtering not work on this then? Oh no. Ah, okay. Okay, so we want to kill it. Why? But why did it even shoot it? Oh, it's because it's not got the ignore on. Okay. So that didn't matter then, really, basically. Oh, so I think I misunderstood what I was told then. Well, I did misunderstand what I was told. I thought it was you had to like hold right click on, you know, like mine a regular buyer, you know, a regular alive biter nest. So does this not spoil then? Burn oil fuel, fuel value, blah blah blah. Acceleration. We can use other things in. Okay. Rocket capacity 400. Yeah, it's not spoilable then. Interesting. Do biter eggs... Unless... Because spoil it... No, spoilable. There you go. I said I wasn't looking at that problem. No, so they're not spoilable. Okay. Because how much do I need? Because the recipe to make them... So 2, but I need one of them, you see. And I can't get one of them for a little while. And we would need to do... Does that need a special... Oh, that needs oxygen. Okay. Which apparently you don't get from water. Yeah, so it's a while if I'm going to do one of them. Okay, in that case... How much... Because I want a tank. That's what I want. So I would need 250 of your military there. And 100 there. So we need 350 military. At 1 military, no, 5 military requires 1 fighter. So 350 divided by 5 is 70. So we would need 70 of them. Each one of those requires 2 biomass basically. So we need 140 of your finest biomasses. Okay. So we are relatively OP, so I think I'm okay to tackle some of these. Bigger collections of nests. Not really running out there. But let's get some more ammo first. And where is that ammo? It's at the top, isn't it? So it's good that that doesn't spoil. That's good. And let's get nice full stacks. That. Pop that in there. So we got 12. So we want, I say, we want like 140 still, basically. Okay, now. I guess we should focus on ones that are most likely to get hit by pollution. I say I'll try and see if I can not kill a nest. And see if it does work that I can just mine it. Because I can, I assume, I don't imagine it fixes it. I can do the whole blocking off spawning thing. I always forget where to put the pipes there. Okay, so. Same dealio then. Got to get the blueprint. So. That would be where we would need to be to kill off those worms. And then we would be protected over there. There. Okay. Ah, wrong button. They're still shooting the nest. What have I done wrong? Oh, I didn't. Ignore unlisted targets. Oh, me? Why have you killed that one, but not that one? Anyway, let's get that. 16 biomasses. So can I? No, I can't. Can't mine this as such. So you've got to kill them to get the biomass. Okay. That's a spitter spawner. Ignore unlisted target. So why has it killed the biter spawner? But not the spitter spawner. Because that's the biter spawner. Yeah, the biter spawner's that one. Unless maybe this... No, I don't get it. If I do that, and it starts shooting it. Is it more that I, in the blueprint, I've messed that up? No, I don't think I listed targets. Why did you kill the other one then? Silly things. Yeah, we get biomass out of those as well. Anyway, so sort of irrelevant. If I can't do this thing, and it sort of makes sense that you can't. I don't know quite where I got that from. Just sort of didn't really think about it, I guess. So we don't really need any of this here, do we? The restriction on it. Don't need any of that. It's useful to have the blueprint though, because it's nice. Not remembering the range. Actually, I can probably do two next to each other. Okay. So, not remembering the range. It's nice to sort of plop them in and therefore know where I build things. Okay, let's get close enough. To know where. Be able to see these anyway. So that's going to have to go right in there, isn't it? But we can go maybe there. There. Oh, got quite close. Is that a big one? Oh. So yeah, I guess eventually these decay and despawn. Whoops. And then you can't get any biomass out of them. Okay, how are we doing? 216, excellent. Although while we're on a roll, we might as well clear them out, since they are close to being polluted. Took a beating, okay. Not sure if I prefer this to creep or not. The creep was really annoying, I would say, but I don't know, maybe bots I can use to deconstruct the nests and get it that way. I suppose it is better because once I'm manufacturing biomass, it's not quite as when it despawns, it's like, fine, it's gone. Great. Let's see then. We want to go there, that. So something maybe in there. Another close one to that. There. First one will be there. So the worms seem more powerful. Because they wouldn't have done this much damage just from a few hits before. Well, they seem to fire faster as well, so I don't... Maybe it's just my perception. Or maybe these are medium worms, where I think the small ones are. There's only one nest, wasn't it? Yep. Right, we might as well sort of keep going, really. Shall we? Yeah, because pollution's going to hit them relatively soon, I think. So we would want something there to take them all out. Our first one in there. So yeah, look, to me, as I'm perceiving it, is that these have longer range, our guns, but the biters also have longer range, so it sort of cancels itself out in a sense. Yeah, so it's just from the nests. The biomass. Okay. Could have been doing something else, couldn't I, with the research? Batteries or something. Oh. Oops. So I've put the biomass in the thing here. So that should give us those military techs that we were after. And we will get some more ammo. Let's make these blue assemblers as well. Cool. So lots of lovely ammo. Have I run out of turret? No, still got full 50 turrets. Excellent. So just to finish this job off, we'll go and do them, because when oil gets properly running, I think they will get some pollution quite quickly. Yeah, that would need to be kind of there to hit them all. Sort of there-ish. Oops. So there we go. The only good bug is a dead bug. Okay. Yeah, just drop that back off. Think about building something else. I was going to try the fuel thing, wasn't I? Oh no, I haven't actually done the research. Never mind. Right then. Bite is cleared. Batteries researched. Good. And plenty of biomass so we can do that. We haven't done that gas power yet. Okay. But accumulators on the way. Let's swap them round. Yeah, got loads of stuff I can research. So let's put that in there. I think that gives us like I think I ended up with 400 or something, or 500 probably biomass in total, which then I can't remember what the numbers was, but it was like 2 to 1 or something, wasn't it? Yeah, well, there's like 300 there. It's not even, that's about 400. I think that's fine. Alright, because this, yeah, it was like 350 I needed, wasn't it? And it was half that for the biomass, so yeah, we should be okay. We shouldn't run out of biomass. Cool. Done any, should have done them, I guess, shouldn't I? Help extend it a bit. Flammables. Okay. How far are off we? How far off are we from spacey stuff? Not that far, actually. What about bots then? Oh yeah, the robot batteries. Become like super bots. And I can get both with chemical, can't I? Okay, maybe we target that then. Try and get that as our next thing. We should build batteries though. Do I put them on a belt generally? What else needs them? I mean, obviously supercapacitors is foreign territories, all the way off in space somewhere. But accumulators and flying robot frames, great, but I can do it locally. Laser turrets. Okay. I just wonder if I'm just maybe make energy absorber. Oh yeah, Tesla cars. I remember that. Yeah. It's a grid. You get like local grid charging. Trains have equipment grids. I forgot all of this. It's whether I make them locally or stick them on a belt, because they're not actually being used in a lot of stuff. Quartz. I don't think I'm bringing that up here, am I? No. I think silicon I am, but is quartz not? Oh no, other way around. Silicon is quartz. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll make the batteries locally. We've got explosives as well. Ah, and modular armor. Excellent. I don't really want to handcraft all of those. Am I getting an I don't know if I'm getting an inventory bonus from... Okay. Doesn't look like it, but let's go and use our shelter as a dump. As per. In fact, why don't I just stick most of it in there? Red circuits I must have. Yeah, got loads of them. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we'll throw these in here just to make sure I don't have inventory explosion all over the place. That should fit, and then we'll take that out. Yeah, it doesn't give a bonus. Cool. So that we can make a modular armor by just upgrading. Oh, we've got combat shotty. My favourite. And poison as well. Oh, but it takes a green circuit. And steel. I think it's just 3 steel. I think it's just 1 steel now. No, I'm wrong about that. Okay. Let's grab our bits again. Let's take them. Intermediates we'll just leave. Was there any... Because I did now make a... Shotgun, yeah, there we go. Regular pistol ammo. Okay. Batteries. And the things we want to use batteries in. Need some more assemblers, don't I? Oh, it's a tiny grid. Huh. Dum. Where are they? Where are they on? A bit of train here. Right, if we're doing batteries, I need chemical lamps, don't I? Actually. So, we want to make assemblers. In fact, didn't I have the random iron plate line somewhere that I could... Oh, yeah, I can maybe have them on here. Where's copper? In fact, that's iron plate there. Whoops. I'm pretty sure that's a change. There was a really weird thing in Krastorio 2 where you could... you couldn't shotgun trees. Pass through... So I put one of them in, and if zero, well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to replace it with a chemical lab, so just put utter randomness, and then we want... I've not done accumulators yet. Okay. And this is the wrong... So I need to upgrade these blueprints. Okay. Yeah, I do, because these are blue machines. But yeah, that'll become a chemical lab. Here it is. Doing batteries. 0.25 per second. Oh. Just needs the iron copper. And then we need to route some acid round, but that won't be too hard. It's the ratios that we need to know. Needs 0.37, and that's only making 0.25. So it looks like it's approximately 1.5 will probably do us, which means we can have 2 machines. So we can have another one of them there, and then we can copy this, flip it over, and that should basically work. Except I put that too close, because it needs to be able to do an insert. You don't need, no, you just regular, good old-fashioned ingredients. Acid into all of them. So we go 2 stacks of those. What did I end up doing with the solar panel? Probably just left it as 1, did I? Because just making them for the sake of it. Up here. Oh, there's only 1 machine. Okay. So yeah, might as well assume. Oh, I haven't done the personal solar thing, have I? No. We would then want personal batteries. Night vision, I guess. Oh yeah, it has solar panel upgrades. Oh, I can't do that because we're full. Okay. Right, let's go get that acid. We're gonna run out of undies. Oh. Oh, he's gonna eat it, sorry. Thought he'd messed up and... Oh. Not done the max length. Are you working, my friend? Are you working? Yes, you are. Waiting on batteries now. Cool, so that'll make us some accumulators, which should then get us... I mean, these must have quality variants as well. So you can get the superior and whatever the other levels are of solar panels, but then you also get quality versions of it. Feels like that could be quite I wonder if that's why Rhaegar didn't want to mess about with it, because it would it render some things OP. Like you could have one solar panel powering your entire base or something. One legendary one, you know. One legendary... I can't remember what the top level is. I think it is superior. So there's nothing there that I could make that I'm not already making. Same there. We've got all of them being made. Obviously have the... Oops. So we could do we can do poison capsules, can't we? That would be something I would like. I should really swap to a pistol, a anti-material rifle. It's got like super duper range on it. 70 range versus submachine gun is 30, so it's more than double range. So you can literally just stand off and snip them. Is that new? I think that's new, isn't it? Because I came over here and killed off a nest there. Okay. Because we're rapidly running out of stone. That's like our main concern. And we did just sort some biters out there. Our biter friends. I wonder when does elevated rail kick in? Should go technology. Elevated rail requires prod tech cards. Thank you very much for the... What was that? Must have been on subscription. Nugan. There's a very good chance because I get this thing where because that's just like purely whether it's on the subscription, you know, whether someone subscribed or followed or what have you. And on YouTube, of course, when I put the video out, it usually triggers a handful of new subscriptions. So they could well have been just watching a regular Factorio, you know, the new tutorial videos, and then he's guest starred on the, or she has guest starred on the stream. But hello if you are there. Thank you very much for the follow or subscription rather. Rail planner will consider usage of elevated rails to avoid obstacles. Yeah. Didn't know that was a separate thing. But yes, they need production tech cards, which it's not that far off, but it is also quite a way off. So we wouldn't be doing elevated rails, not yet. If we have a look at my rail blueprints, which although I fixed them, I discovered I made an error. So they still need another fix. basically it's very simple, very quick fix, but pain in the bum. Basically, I didn't connect that red wire should be connected across there, because then it doesn't always connect to the and same with this one. It's the fluid one I forgot, because sometimes that connects to the system and sometimes that connects to the system. It's all right on both of these. So it's just the fluid one where I messed it up. But yeah, so if we look at my... Well, if we take a copy of those for now... Where are we doing it? We're going... I'm getting confused with the two inventories. So if I take all of the train ones, but then we put... Because we're not far off having bots, obviously. I can't remember what order I do these in now. So I did that one there, I think. And then trains on... No, on there. And then stations there, I think. Because what I'm wondering is if we could start our rail network with this stone, what would that look like? So that would go right over the top of our chemical area. Because I'm assuming cliff explosives are still volcanous. Yeah, metallurgic. Okay. So go right over the thing, wouldn't it? I mean, I don't have to, because literally I'm bringing the stone down to here. So, you know, I've already got a belt there, so I could just do two belts, and like, you know, merge them together here. So I think we'll probably end up doing that, because a rail to do it isn't really going to give us any benefit, and I'd have to hand build it at the moment. Once we have bots, excuse me, once we have bots, then we'll start, because the rail blueprints have, if not seen them before, they have roboports integrated, so it's just a self-building system. You just slap it down and eventually the bots will do it for you. But yeah, I'll have to start thinking about where I'm going to do trains. Excuse me. Feels like stations here would be most convenient. Some drop-offs. Oil pipeline notwithstanding. There maybe, but then we need stackers. I could have a universal stacker. Not done one of them for a while. You're getting into cliff territory. We might not rail until we do volcanoes and get cliff explosive then. What was I doing? We haven't made explosive. We've got nothing to use explosive on. We haven't got the tank yet. Explosive turret rocket. Heavy rocket. Used in antimatter atomic bomb. Military 5. Heavy rocket launcher. Fun. So, poison captures anything that I think I would like to build. Over here seems like the best place, right? Given we got the coal. Yeah, let's go over there, make some Poison capsules, my favourite. We just finished the tank, didn't we? So now we could make something with the shells. Can I just... I can't build a tank because I've not got any engine. So if I maybe sort of steal coal that way. And then... Ah, I've got it. In fact... Steel circuits. Why have I not got any steel on you at all? That seems suspicious. What? Why did I build it there? So, in theory, if there's ever any steel, don't get turned into... I bet this is some uncapped chest or something, isn't it? No. These have been going for, like, almost all game. I only just made a strong box. All the strong boxes, basically. So now, hopefully, any steel we do make will come down, I guess. There must be some snuck through because that's built up. But yes, so we want circuits, and coal. In fact, maybe. Well, it's not going to matter, is it? Because the slow speed of steel. In fact, if I put one in there, what do you do? Where's it putting them? It's putting them there. Okay. So what do they stack size do? 50? Wowza. Because that's the wrong side, isn't it? So if I... No? Okay. I think actually then, if that's not gonna produce anything anytime soon, we'll move this up. Like so. Oh, the green circuit's down there. That's annoying. How about I make it here? It's right on the edge of the thingy then, anyway. On the path. If in doubt, spaghetti. Go. So that was weirdly painful, wasn't it? About to make this gas power station. Let's sort of build one of them, and because it's 7:05, so I should be stopping. But we'll build one of these. No, we won't, because we would need 20 engines. Okay. Now that we've got 20 engines, let's build one of these. I want to see how much power it makes, basically. I'm assuming it sort of self-regulates. I'll have to see. Consumption 6 a second in theory. It does self-regulate, I think, then, does it? It's blooming loud. 1.7. Yeah, because it's like balancing it across the various loads. But how much would it make then? I mean, it's going to produce a lot of pollution. It does make that very clear. But that gets us 4.5 megawatts. Okay. So yeah, it's like 10% extra power just for one machine using petroleum. Okay. So... yeah, it's fine, we'll leave it. I was wondering about putting some kind of control on it, but we won't bother. Cool, so that is it for today. I will be back tomorrow with more Factorio, but I will be switching over to the current Space Age playthrough that I'm doing, which I'm calling parameterizing Space Age because that is the ultimate goal. But I think because I've not played Space Age that much at the moment, it's really just almost a refresher playthrough. But yes, that's the ultimate goal, to do some parameterizing, particularly of platforms. I want to see how useful they are there. Because I'm thinking making little modules and maybe having a starter ship, that I can slap down the blueprint block for, and I can just, the parameter will tell it Folgora or, what have you. Quality doesn't quite seem to work properly with parameterization, which is fine, but that will limit that, because quality panels is a good way of, solar panels is a good way of getting around the fact that some of the journeys have less power, less solar power. But yes, if I can just slap one down, and it tell it that you're a Folgora ship or you're a Volcana ship, I think that's going to be quite useful. But I think I'm way off doing that. But yes, that will be the series tomorrow. I did play it, I think. That's my memory. I did do something. No, I didn't. I played the long play series that I'm doing. So I haven't touched that either. So we need to finish off Volcanus. We need to build the Volcanus build that will build us our metallurgic science. I think I'm going to have to kill this worm. So could be dying a lot, because I'm not that expert at killing the worms, especially not with low tech levels. So yeah, it could be a stream of just dying to worms, essentially. We will then be back next week. That will be the last one before my break to go see my dad for his birthday, which will be the first weekend in October. I guess the other things I usually mention is if you are watching on YouTube, you can also watch on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, you can also watch on YouTube. Use Restream to stream to both. So you have your choice of platforms. And emojis and all that sort of stuff. Not that anyone ever uses them. But on YouTube is where you'll find all the VODs. There's no real VODs on Twitch because they kind of killed all that off. You can't archive videos anymore. I guess they realised they were storing loads of videos that no one was watching. Yes, YouTube has all the VODs for this series, the Space Age one from tomorrow, as well as all the playthroughs I've done of there must be dozens of Factorio playthroughs, and including mods and all sorts of stuff. But also then Satisfactory, Tectonica, building and management games is what my channel is all about. Also on YouTube, you will find the archive of the Friday Facts videos I did, where I basically talked through all the Friday Facts. I used to go into a lot of detail where everyone else did summaries. An enormous amount of fun. I'm really hoping we'll get at least how well did the expansion do, 1 year anniversary post. Whether we will or not, I don't know, but it is coming up to a year since Space Age launched. And also maybe news about 2.1, if they're going to do a 2.1, a proper 2.1. But what you'll also find on there, as well as those archive videos, is my sequel series, which is where I'm exploring the lore of Factorio. Obviously, the game doesn't really talk about its lore. It's sort of some of it's implied. I love doing those videos. They're more heavily edited and stuff though, so they do take a long time. I usually therefore only do one a month, but there is not one this month because sickness and work basically meant that was too difficult to do. So the next one of those will be next month, and then it should run till Christmas at the very least, till December, because I've kind of got. Effectively, I've got one that's like that far off being done, which is next month's. Another one that's a bit further away, but that's actually I'm intending for December, and then I'm hoping I can get the other one done for November. If not, I'll just swap them around. As well as I've got some other special videos planned, particularly around the 1 year anniversary. Maybe I'll get them done, maybe I won't. But yes, we will have to see. The other thing you will note, though, is that there is memberships available on YouTube. If you wanted to subscribe to that, it's £4.99 or your regional equivalent per month. It gets you early access to those videos. I hope usually a month, but it doesn't often work that way. But it gets you early access to those videos, as well as a few member exclusives. So the main one, or one of the ones that I usually do as just a little fun thing, is outtakes from when I'm recording those lore and speculation videos. But also I've started a retrospect, like what am I calling it? Retrospective series, where basically I go through the speculation videos, and I'm intending to do the more popular Friday Facts ones, or the more interesting ones, the more controversial ones, and talk about what I thought was going to happen and whether it did. um, and those are coming out. There'll be a steady trickle of those for members. I will also do, just so you know what those are, and to entice you to subscribe, I'll be doing little summary videos of those as well. Some highlights or lowlights, I guess, from those, so you know what that is, so you know what you're paying for. So yeah, it's not a lot of content, but then it's only £4.99. If you wanted to follow me on socials, Blue Sky's the one. I do have Twitter and Discord accounts there if you wanted to follow those, but I'm not particularly active on those. I'm not really active on Blue Sky, but yeah, that's the only one I do vaguely even look at once a week or so. I think that's all my promo stuff, I think, something like that. Yeah, so back tomorrow basically with more Space Age and video. Oh yes, I guess the other thing is on Friday I set live. The other thing I'm trying to do is build up a bit of an archive, a bit of a an archive or depository of like tutorials, and I've been trying out this quick tutorial format. Some nice comments on the videos. People do seem to appreciate that they're sort of to the point and short and stuff like that, or as short as I can make them, because I always blather on for hours. Some of those went live on Friday. I will be doing more of those, but they're more when I get the time, when I have the inkling, if I need to fill the gap with the lore videos. So 4 of those went live on Friday. There's then 5 more from before, I think it is. There's something like 10, somewhere around there. But yeah, I'll be doing loads of them, hopefully, but it'll be very sporadic and random. Cool. So that's all my self-promo stuff. If you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio Krastorio 2 Spaced Out. Thanks for watching. Cheers.